dog to a she nasty. And about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz for these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities. But right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we got a rematch from last year's NFC wildcard round, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin, so pleased to be joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, these Vikings had things rolling in 2022, a 13-4 record, new head coach, an exciting offense, but it all came crashing down in another early playoff exit.
And that really was because of the defensive side of the ball. They had a terrific record. Would they win 11 games by one score or less, an NFL record? Got to get strong on the defensive side in order to get deeper into the playoffs.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, what a turnaround last season in year one of the Brian Daboll era, Charles. Yes, they finished behind the Eagles and Cowboys, but they did win 9 games and one more for good measure at Minnesota in the wild card round.
Talk about establishing a new base, a new culture, and getting into the playoffs while doing it. So tough to beat this Giants team in the fourth quarter. They expect that to continue.
Here we go, Scott.
Hall. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Hall to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Okay, here we go.
Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Hey, check, alert, alert.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they...
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Here's Hall.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's Hall, throwing on fourth down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 17 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dean Lowry able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Jones. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but then they mark short. And that leads to a fourth down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Landon Powell deep for Minnesota. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Joseph now to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley to about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hall. This is caught by Addison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. K.J. Osborne doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now it's blocked. The Vikings have got it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing here is Hall. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. Now he's into the clear again. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
45 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hall. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Going for it all. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. Generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now throwing on 3rd down there.
Great defense there. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one can get it.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Jones on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Powell. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done?
Oh, he fakes the spike. They'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Hall.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught.
They'll have the first down and then some.
And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now Hall.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver from 8 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Jones to throw on third down. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hall. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on third down. Hall working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hall to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Now he's loose again. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Hall. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And down
asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Here's 2nd and 3. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Come on, guys. Hey, let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, 47 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. Gano for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.